Monday, and this week we are talking about how we began our nerddom, or how we discovered we were nerds, or, just our nerd origin story. Wow, even saying it like that was pretty nerdy. I always kind of knew I was a nerd. I mean, I've always been a bookworm. I've always preferred reading over watching TV, and I've always been into sort of nerdy things like Buffy when it was on, and Charmed, and all that stuff. I really liked learning growing up, and that's pretty nerdy. I didn't really admit that I was a nerd. I was kind of a closeted nerd. I didn't, people knew that I liked certain nerdy shows and stuff because I would talk about it, but I didn't really own it, if that makes sense. I would never refer to myself as a nerd. I'd get offended if people called me a nerd, and I would not be caught dead wearing any sort of nerdy t-shirt, but now everything's different. It wasn't until after college that I really started to own it. I bought my first nerdy t-shirt. It was, of course, a Harry Potter t-shirt. I remember the first time I wore it, someone was like, "Really? Harry Potter? You're such a nerd." And it was the first time that I was like, yeah, I am, and there was nothing wrong with it. But that was basically when I started owning the fact that I was a nerd. I've always known deep down in my heart that I'm a nerd, but I didn't really start admitting it until recently. So my question for all of you is, how do you show your nerd pride? I said that, I wear the nerdy t-shirts. I have a pen version of Hermione's wand that I sometimes use at work, and I have random nerd memorabilia all about my room. But how do you show your nerd pride? Do you do the t-shirt thing? Do you have a nerdy mug that you use? Let me know in the comments below. And for those of you who are interested, my nerdy pleasure this week is my word count, which as of Sunday night was 12,143 words. Well, that's it for me this week. Kyle, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.